And now to our featured club of the month, Old Leamingtonians, who last month received our Team of the Month award. And welcome, Mike Hemming, President.
Good evening.
Well, Mike, an excellent run in December last year, 4 wins. But just tell us, how come Old Lems have been so successful this year?
Well, I think we've had an influx of a few players at the early part of the season, and we've managed to keep the team reasonably well together with the lack of injuries, which has certainly assisted us in that connection. We started the season well and had a good run in the cup, and winning rugby always keeps the lads together, I find. Start to lose a few games, they tend to wane.
And what about your players? Where do you pull most of your players from? Locally Leamington, or?
Well, we've got a good mix at the moment. We've had a few of our ex-Colts have made their way through to the first team. Some of the lads who played at the junior level, our captain Mark Foley is leading by example. He's the top point scorer at the moment. Young Jack Quinlan playing the number 8, he's scored 10 tries. And we've also had some imports. We've had Nick Bingham come back from a little spell at Broad Street. He's playing well in the front row and scored 10 tries. And from Haringey in London, chap moved into the area, Jason Healy, and he's an excellent player, and he's doing really well for us at the moment.
Mike, obviously, given the close proximity of Leamington RFC, is there quite a strong rivalry, both in terms of match day and player poaching?
I wouldn't say the player poaching so much. There's been some natural drift over the years between the clubs. And indeed, whenever we've played each other, be it league or cup, it's been a fairly fierce rivalry. They wouldn't like to lose, and neither would we, and that's what local derbies are about. Indeed, I think our second team are due to play Leamington tomorrow, so that'll probably be exactly the same situation.
And talking of tomorrow, Mike, Earlsdon, the current league leaders, visit the Crofts. That's a big one for you.
It is indeed. I went to watch the earlier game when we played at Earlsdon. I think our pack performed very well, but they've got some strong running backs, and on the day they were too much for us. I think we hope to turn that round tomorrow. Our pack is playing very well, hence the 4 wins in December, which led to the Team of the Month, and hopefully our backs can come good as well, and we can continue to run in a few tries to add to the 99 we've got already.
Oh, so it could be an interesting afternoon tomorrow then when the 100th is run in, yeah.
I would hope we would run that in, yeah.
And hopefully more as well, without wishing to cast any aspersions towards Earlsdon. But I mean, it's a big game. You're battling it out at the moment with Shipston, who are in second spot. Is it in fact a case of battling for the second spot, do you think, with Shipston?
Well, Shipston have been a bogey side of ours for some time now, and they've done us twice in the league this time. In fact, as luck would have it, we've drawn them in the Warwickshire Shield this time as well, so we do have another chance to turn the tables. But they've got an equally tough game tomorrow. They're playing Woodrush, which lie just below them in the league, and if Woodrush could turn them over and we could do the business at home against Earlsdon, then it's all open for the rest of the season.
I mean, again, by the very nature of the league, you do have a lot of local derbies, and most recently against Southern, which you came out on top.
We did. We managed to turn an earlier defeat in the season into a win for us at home this time. Again, local derbies are exactly what they are. You know, there's everything to play for. I think Southam would be the first to say they'd come at us all the time. We managed to weather the storm a bit and eventually came away with a bonus point win, which was just what we needed at that time.
I mean, we've talked a lot about the present. If we could just rewind to the past, really, just a bit of give us a flavour of the history of Old Leamingtonians. You know, I think it was in the early 30s when the club started up.
Yes, I think if my memory serves me correct, it was a team spawned from Leamington College for boys who played their first game as Old Collegians and then changed their name to Old Leamingtonians to reflect the school. And they originally played on pitches which obviously were not their own. Eventually the committees of the day decided that they should have a clubhouse of their own and formed a club based at Waterloo Place, which is in the town. Over the years they progressed, and the committee of the day in the early 70s managed to secure enough money and land out at Berricut to produce a new club. Before that, they'd actually been in town in a place called Cloister Crofts, which was up for development, as it were, at the time when a lot of sports grounds were being developed, and we managed to secure development consent, and that money was enabled us, as I say, to move to our current ground up at the Crofts in Blackdown.
And you have quite a thriving adult section of 3 teams and a Colts, and mini sections as well.
Yes, the mini junior section is very strong. I mean, over 200 kids there most Sundays, all the way right the age groups under 7 right the way through to under 17 and under 18 Colts, which at the moment I'd say is we've joined forces with near neighbours. Despite our rivalry at the higher level, we're managing to generate a joint team with them, and I think they're proving to be quite successful now they've got over those teething troubles.
And let's not forget the ladies. Old Hannah Leyland has been a guest on our programme in Ruck and Maul, and obviously a thriving ladies section as well.
Indeed, I mean, the ladies have been going now for some time, and in the early days, before the Premiership clubs managed to get their own ladies section, we in fact competed in the Bred for Life final, which we lost against Saracens at the time. They've progressed very well. They're now in the National League structure again, and they're doing well in that. They've got a away trip to Eccleshall, I believe, this Sunday. Eccleshall are currently bottom, so hopefully they can secure a win there. And they had good news in the last couple of weeks where one of their number, Kaz Spencer, has been selected for the Midlands squad. So hopefully she'll turn out for the Midlands, and from there, who knows?
So I think it's looking good. It's a good all-round structure you have there. And what about the possibilities, before we move on, Mike, of Division 2 football for the senior side next season? Would you be ready for that, do you think?
Yes, I think we would. For whatever reason, we've stayed in this league at the same level, despite name changes by the RFU, or for our own volition, not going pushing hard enough at the right time. But yes, I think the lads we've got there now are fairly settled, keen to play, and I think we would relish the opportunity to play up a league for a while.
Well, good wishes to you and to you personally, because I'm reliably informed you are the president-elect of Warwickshire as well.
That's right. I seem to have been in the game a long time, and my time has come round eventually. It'll be 18 months from now, after Keith Brown's finished his term in office. But yes, I'll look forward to the challenges that will bring as well.
Thanks, Mick, and we'll hopefully hear from you again before the end of the programme.
Right, thank you very much.
Patterson. We all have our rugby heroes, but there are only a handful of rugby legends.
Well, that was Chris Patterson. When I was up in Scotland for the England-Scotland game, I got my microphone, and Mr. Patterson, who recently retired, as we know, as a point scorer for Scotland, kindly recorded that for us. Well, which brings us nicely onto the legend interview.